Have you ever wondered how two nations, seemingly so different, can form a bond of friendship? Picture this: two countries, separated by vast oceans and cultural differences, yet bound together by history and a shared journey of resilience and growth. This is the story of the Philippines and Japan, two nations whose relationship has evolved over time in a way that might surprise you. These are countries with histories that have been intertwined for centuries, defined by encounters that have shaped both their destinies. Picture the mid-20th century, a time of turbulence and change. World War II, a global conflict that left no corner of the earth untouched, including the Philippines and Japan. It was a time of hardship, of conflict, but also a time that would shape the course of their relationship in the years to come. Then came the Post-War Reconstruction period, a time of rebuilding and healing. It was during this period that the foundations of their unusual friendship were laid. Japan, once an invader, became a partner in the reconstruction efforts, contributing to the Philippines' recovery in profound ways. Fast forward to the present day, and the relationship between these two nations is nothing short of extraordinary. Despite their turbulent past, they've managed to foster a bond based on mutual respect and shared values, a bond that has stood the test of time. But the journey wasn't always smooth, and the path to friendship wasn't always clear. There were obstacles to overcome, lessons to learn, and compromises to be made. Yet through it all, they've managed to maintain a friendship that's both unique and inspiring. But how did these two nations, with their turbulent past, manage to form such a unique bond? What were the key turning points that transformed their relationship from one of conflict to one of friendship? And what can we learn from their journey? These are questions we'll explore as we delve into the fascinating story of the Philippines and Japan. But for now, we leave you with this thought: the ties that bind us are often found in the most unexpected places. Keep watching until the end for the answer. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. To understand the present, we must delve into the past. So what was the initial interaction between the Philippines and Japan like? The story of the Philippines and Japan is a tale as old as time, a narrative that takes us back hundreds of years. The first recorded contact between these two nations dates back to the pre-colonial era, around the 14th century. During this time, traders from Japan would journey across the seas to the Philippine archipelago, exchanging goods such as silk, ceramics, and metalware for local products like raw materials and foodstuffs. These early interactions laid the foundation for a relationship that would be tested and transformed over the centuries. As the centuries rolled on, the relationship between these two nations continued to evolve, but it was during the tumultuous times of World War II that their relationship took a dramatic turn. In the early 40s, the Philippines, then a Commonwealth of the United States, found itself in the crosshairs of the Japanese Empire. The invasion and subsequent occupation of the Philippines by Japan during the war were a time of great strife and suffering. The horrors of war left an indelible mark on the relationship between the two nations, a scar that would take decades to heal. However, history is a complex tapestry, woven from threads of both triumph and tragedy. Even in the darkest of times, seeds of change are sown. The end of the war marked not just the end of conflict, but also the beginning of a new chapter in their relationship. The Philippines and Japan, once adversaries on the battlefield, would soon find themselves navigating the path towards reconciliation and cooperation. The war left a deep scar on their relationship, but it was also a turning point. How so? Stay tuned to find out. The war was over, but the damage was done. How did the Philippines and Japan move forward? In the aftermath of the devastation, the Philippines and Japan found themselves at a crossroads. Their shared history, once marked by conflict and aggression, had left deep scars. Yet they recognized the need to heal and rebuild, not just their nations, but also their relationship. Japan, under the San Francisco Peace Treaty of 1951, pledged to pay war reparations to the countries it had occupied. The Philippines was a significant recipient of this aid, receiving an estimated $800 million over the next 2 decades. This was a tangible acknowledgement of the harm inflicted during the war and an important step towards reconciliation. But the reparations were not just financial. They also took the form of infrastructure and development projects. Schools, hospitals, roads, and bridges were built, providing the Philippines with much-needed facilities and symbolizing a new era of cooperation and mutual respect. Japan was no longer the enemy, but a partner in rebuilding a nation. Yet even with this financial assistance and the tangible signs of progress, the process of healing was slow and fraught with challenges. There were lingering feelings of resentment and mistrust among the Filipinos, and for the Japanese there was the guilt and shame of their wartime actions. So, how did these two nations navigate this delicate path towards reconciliation? They did so through diplomacy, cultural exchange, and a shared commitment to peace. The Philippines and Japan established diplomatic relations in 1952, a crucial step in their post-war journey. They also encouraged cultural exchanges, fostering understanding and friendship among their people. This period of post-war reconstruction was more than just about rebuilding structures. It was about rebuilding trust, understanding, and respect. It was about healing the wounds of the past and laying the groundwork for a future of peace and cooperation. This period was a crucial step towards reconciliation. But what about the modern day? How do they interact now? Fast forward to the 21st century. How has the relationship between the Philippines and Japan evolved? Let's take a moment to examine the current ties that bind these two nations together. Today, the Philippines and Japan share a dynamic relationship characterized by robust diplomatic, economic, and cultural exchanges. These exchanges have shaped the way these two nations interact, creating a fascinating mosaic of mutual respect and understanding. On the diplomatic front, the relationship between the Philippines and Japan is stronger than ever. The two nations maintain an active dialogue addressing regional issues and fostering peace and stability in the Asia-Pacific region. This diplomatic relationship has been instrumental in forging a sense of unity and cooperation. In terms of economics, Japan has become one of the Philippines' most significant trading partners. This economic relationship is not just about trade, it's about aid as well. Japan has established itself as a major aid provider to the Philippines, offering support in areas such as infrastructure development, disaster risk reduction, and peace-building initiatives. This aid has been vital in stimulating growth and development in the Philippines, further strengthening their bond. The cultural ties between the Philippines and Japan are also worth noting. Japan has a palpable influence on Filipino pop culture, from anime and manga to food and fashion. Conversely, the Philippines' vibrant culture has found a receptive audience in Japan. These cultural exchanges have fostered a sense of camaraderie and appreciation between the peoples of these two nations. And so, we find ourselves in the present day, where the relationship between the Philippines and Japan is characterized by mutual respect, cooperation, and a shared sense of community. From diplomatic dialogues to economic partnerships and cultural exchanges, the ties that bind these two nations are multifaceted and strong. It's clear that their relationship has come a long way. But remember the question from the start: how did they form such a unique bond? Let's find out. We've traveled through time, and now it's time to return to our initial question. How did the relationship between the Philippines and Japan evolve over time? The answer, as we've seen, is not as simple as it may initially seem. It's a tale of two nations, separated by the sea but bound by shared experiences and a deep sense of mutual respect. In the grand tapestry of their shared history, both nations have experienced the highs of friendship and the lows of conflict. Yet they've managed to transform their relationship from one of foes to friends, from despair to hope. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It took years of rebuilding, understanding, and reconciliation. The bond between the Philippines and Japan is a testament to the power of friendship and the resilience of the human spirit. This relationship has been shaped by cataclysmic events, yet it has withstood the test of time. Their shared history has created a bond that is unique, a bond that is, in many ways, a microcosm of the larger human experience. Yet, it's not just about the past. The relationship between these two nations continues to evolve, driven by mutual respect and shared goals. Their friendship is a beacon of hope, a symbol of what can be achieved when nations choose dialogue over discord, understanding over misunderstanding, and friendship over hostility. Ironically, it's the very complexity of their shared history that has forged this unique bond. The trials and tribulations, the victories and defeats, the pain and the joy, they've all played a part in shaping this relationship. So there you have it. The unique bond between the Philippines and Japan is a reflection of their shared history, resilience, and mutual respect. It's a story of transformation, a story of friendship, a story that continues to unfold. And as this story continues, we can't help but wonder what the future holds for these two nations. But for now, we leave you with this thought to ponder. Don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content. Keep wondering. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.